And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Victory Field. Great baseball game as Watertown will be welcoming Stoneham, and it's going to be a great game here in Victory Field. Watertown Cable Access. I'm Steve Riccardi, bringing you this live action, getting right into the game right now. Watertown going with the starting lineup. Ruben Sarr at first base leading off. It will be Chris Iannetta, who will be on the mound, who will be batting second. David Ouellette in center field. George Darmody in right field. Brennan Cook behind the plate. Tim McCall is your designated hitter. Chris Hatfield at shortstop. Nick McDermott in left field. And Ben Fendetti will be at second base. Quickly going through the Stoneham starting lineup. Strong will be leading off, batting third. Melanson will be batting second, playing second base. Gorman will be your catcher in the third spot. Nardone will be playing first, hitting cleanup. Banforth will be on the mound, batting fifth. And then it will follow by Gilmartin, Azzarello, and McNamara. So here's Chris Iannetta. Watertown's last time here at Victory Field, a 13-10 win over Winchester. An absolute thriller as they were able to really pour on the offense late. That first pitch is hit well, caught by Ouellette, and that's going to be the first pitch, first out for Watertown. Strong, not wasting much time, flying out to center field. Good pitch inside. And that's what I really like from hitters. First pitch, you want to be aggressive, want to be swinging. Usually the pitcher's just trying to get something over the plate, especially early on in the count. So here's Iannetta going from the full windup. Throws in there to Melanson. That's going to be called for a strike. Watertown's last game out, though, really struggled offensively. 8-0 loss to Arlington. Only had one hit on the day as that pitch is popped up. Hatfield tries to get underneath it, takes a couple steps back, makes the grab. So 3 pitches in, 2 outs for Chris Iannetta in Watertown. That's definitely the start that they want to see. But last game out, they had 1 hit. Chris Iannetta in the first inning. And besides that, they're absolutely mowed down, had 12 strikeouts. And then the last whole game, they really had trouble in the field with 6 errors. That pitch is popped up, going to be out of play. So Watertown's definitely going to try to put together a full game today. They have one time where their offense is absolutely clicking and their defense lets them down. Their last game out, it's complete opposite. So Watertown's just going to have to really put a full effort today against Stoneham, who does have some talent in the middle of the order. First pitch, wow, that one's going to be high. That's going to be 1 ball, one strike, excuse me. Looked like he might have been trying to throw a curveball there. You saw his release. The ball came out right at the top of his release, and that led to the sword first curveball pitch. That one's going to be outside, so 2-1. Tries to go fastball, curveball, and then fastball again, so gets behind in the count. 2 outs as Strong flew out to center field, and Melancing popped up to shortstop. The 2-1 pitch, that's going to be hit up to the right field, makes a grab, so Darmody gets the line out, so it's going to be 3 assists by the defensive outfielders, and that's going to be all 3 outs for Watertown. Quick top of the first, that's exactly what they're looking for, trying to get things going in the bottom of the first to see if their offense can do better than what they did last time out. It's Raiders Baseball on WCA-TV. We'll be right back for the bottom of the first inning. And we're back for the bottom of the first inning. Ruben Sara, Chris Iannetta, and Dave Ouellette will be coming up to start the game for Watertown. Good start for Chris Iannetta on the mound. 3 easy outs. Only had about 9 pitches in the inning, so keep the pitch count down, plus build momentum, get a first inning, which they've really struggled defensively in eliminating errors and as that pitch is going to be fouled back and really trying to get off to a good start. We've seen multiple games where they've let up 3-4 runs in the inning that just puts you in the hole to start. So the first pitch to Ruben Sara is fouled off. No balls, 1 strike. Here's Bamforth. Curveball down and away. That's going to be out of the zone, but good pitch there. Definitely has good location. You want the batter to chase. 1-1, probably look for a fastball here. Bamforth winds up, throws. That one's going to be swung on and missed. Blew it right by him. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with Ruben Sara, the leadoff man who will be at first base for Watertown. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. 4 pitches, and that leads to a strikeout. Pretty dominant start of the game for Bamforth. Watch it again. He missed the first couple times, got Sara to swing at it. So 1-2, he's like, I'm going to go right back with it. Gets the K. So here's Iannetta on the mound. To their first pitch is going to be high. So a lot of fastballs here for Bamforth. Has some good velocity here. Watertown really struck out against a fastball pitcher last time, striking out 12 times in their last game. On road to an 8-0 loss as that pitch is in there. Change up. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Iannetta. Bamforth gets a sign from Gorman. Comes for the windup. That one's going to be hit. Popped up to Grossholz. Gets underneath it and makes the catch. So 2 quick outs for Watertown. And here's David Ouellette playing center field. Usually plays first base or pitches, kind of getting a little switch up of positions. Does have some power. Knows how to hit in the gaps. A good fastball hitter too. That pitch is going to be outside. Blowing away. 1 ball, no strikes in the count. Bamforth from the windup. Throws. That one's going to be fouled at. Even count now. 1 ball, 1 strike to David Ouellette. .60 degrees. 420 start. That curveball is going to be high. And actually, they're going to call it a strike. Did not see the call from the announcer, but Ouellette went home. He knew that that was going to be strike-free. Looked like it was a little bit high. Catcher did a good job of framing it from our location. Definitely looked out of the zone, but the umpire's going to let that go. So that's going to be 3 quick outs. Watertown not doing their part at the plate. Let's see if they can keep up with the good defense and good pitching to start the second inning. We'll be right back after this. So here we are, scoreless in the top of the second inning. Iannetta pitch is going to be popped up. Ouellette's going to come underneath it and make the grab. So that's the 4th pop-up out for Chris Iannetta. So 4 pretty easy quick outs. This pitch count just getting to 10 now as he gets Nardone to fly out to center field. Bamforth, the pitcher, will be batting now, and then followed by Conway in the inning. First pitch, curveball out of the zone. They're going to call that a ball. Inet has really developed that breaking ball, and it's really added another element to his game. 1-0 pitch, that's going to be roped in between Ouellette. It's going to be over his head. That's going to be at least a double, maybe more. Ouellette gets to it, throws to Venditti off the relay. Runner's going to advance to third base, and that's going to be a stand-up triple. That ball was absolutely crushed. So Banforth trying to get some support for himself on the mound at the plate with a stand-up triple. 1 out left in the inning for Conway, the designated hitter. That ball was hit about 5-6 yards over Ouellette's extended hand. That ball is absolutely crushed. Fastball is going to be high. So first runner in scoring position for Stoneham. First base runner of the game for Stoneham. And they are threatening, trying to get on the board here, in the top of the second inning. Pitch, that's going to be in there for a strike. So even count now, 1-1. See Ouellette still playing pretty deep in center field after that. 1-1 pitch is going to be high, so 2-1 in the count. Watertown 3-3 on the year. Red tops, white bottoms. Stoneham in all blue with a white pant. And that pitch is going to be popped up. McDermott's going to try to get underneath it. Looks like it's going to get out of play. Almost was caught by DeRocher, who made up for lost ground, just couldn't get there. Would have been a very difficult catch. But it farms harmlessly to the ground. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Banforth is at third base. Two-two pitch. And it's going to be hit. 1 run's going to score. Sar taps first base. So good piece of hitting there by Conway. You want to hit it to the right side of the diamond, so therefore a runner can score because you hit it to the left. Banforth is not going to be able to get home. So Conway's going to get the RBI. Stoneham's on the board as that first pitch to Gil Martin hits the dirt. That pitch is going to be a ball. Excuse me. So 2-0 in the count. Inet, after starting very strong in the first inning, gets a called strike right there. Allowed a base runner. It was a stand-up triple by Banforth, and then Conway with the RBI force out. And that's going to be your first run of the game for Stoneham. So 1-0 is your score. 3-1 in the count. Inet getting behind a couple batters here, and that's going to be a walk. So Gil Martin will get to first base. 2 outs in the inning as Nardone flied out to Ouellette in center field, and Conway grounded out to Sara at first base. That pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Inet had a little rough landing there as you saw his plant foot kind of twisted at the end. Doesn't look like that affected him, but just one thing to kind of keep forward, looking at that landing spot on the mound. 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be, I guess you're going to call that high. Probably the same location as the called third strike on Ouellette. But umpire's going to let it go. 1-1 pitch. That's going to be on the outside corner. And that's going to be just outside. So 2-1 is your count here. Stoneham already has 1 run on the board. Runner at first base, and that's going to be high as well. So Inet have a tough time finding the strike zone in this inning. After starting off 1-2-3. Got the initial out, but things have kind of fallen off the rails since. That one's going to be hit to McDermott, and that's going to be the 3rd out. But not before Stoneham tallies on 1 run, first run of the game. We'll see if Watertown can try to get the bats going. They've really struggled the last couple games offensively. They're going to need to get back at the plate, take a couple good cuts, and get some runs on the board if they want to come home with a win. So bottom of the second inning, it's Raiders baseball on WCATV. Don't go anywhere. Bottom of the second inning. Stoneham with a 1-0 lead. First pitch is in there, a strike to George Darmody, playing right field. Definitely has some pop in that bat. He did have 3 runs knocked in the last time he was hitting at Victory Field. Is that 1-0 pitch is going to be outside, so 1-1 count. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Banforth. Recording 2 strikeouts. That one's going to be popped up. Gorman tries to get to it and can't make the grab. Misjudged it, lost it in the sun. So second in life here, second chance for George Darmody. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's watch it again. Just trying to locate it and just straight up drops it. As a pitcher, you hate that. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball. Way out of the zone. He definitely does not look comfortable with that pitch. Can't locate it. His mechanics are off as that pitch is going to be high. You can see his release is just way too high. He doesn't follow through. He releases it pretty much at the top or middle point of his rotation. That's why it's so out of control. 2-2 pitch. Fastball, blew it right by him. Third strikeout of the game for Banforth. And unfortunately, things are starting to trend in the same direction as the last game. With an 8-0 loss. It's already 3 strikeouts. As that curveball finally got good location on that one, is down the way. Banforth already has 3 strikeouts. His only other out was a fly out to center field. The 1-0 pitch, is going to be high, so even count now. Banforth does have a commanding fastball, throws it with the 2-seam, has a little bit of a tail to it. Got some good velocity. As you can see, Watertown hitters are really behind it. And when you have someone who's throwing gas, the high fastball looks very appealing because you just want to try to get a head start on it. And halfway through, you realize that it's out of the zone. That pitch foul back off Gorman. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. And you can also see that Banforth is kind of picking up the pace a little bit. He's working quickly, feeling confident, trying to make things sneak up on the Watertown hitters. Strike 3, got him chasing. Best curveball of the day for Banforth. Got good location on that one. And it really comes down to the mechanics. As you can see, he held off, finally got it down in the zone. And that's a really tough combo when you have a guy that's throwing straight gas and then goes with the breaking ball off-speed pitch. Makes life very difficult. Goes with it again, and that's a foolish swing. Great pitch there. So back-to-back strikeouts. And here's Timothy McCall, the designated hitter. Goes with a curveball again. Wheeling and dealing, no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball, blew it by him, strikes out the side. 5 strikeouts on the day for Banforth, and Stoneham is cruising. We'll be right back for the top of the 3rd inning. Let's see if Chris Sionet and Watertown can settle down a little bit, get a clean inning, and see if they can get something going. We'll be right back. Top of the 3rd inning, it's Raiders Baseball on WCA TV. And here we are, top of the third inning. First pitch, Ionetta, change up, gets it in there for a strike. So it's going to be McNamara, then the top of the lineup, with Strong and Melanson. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball there. Could kind of tell that by Ionetta. He kind of tipped his pitch a little bit. So no balls, 2 strikes to McNamara, the 9-hitter, playing shortstop. Curveball. And that's going to be a strike 3. Completely fooled him. Let's watch it again. He goes back-to-back curveballs. Just nowhere close with that swing. Head's completely down. So another great breaking ball from Ionetta. That's really been another great development for him, adding that pitcher to his arsenal, making life a lot difficult for these hitters. Just can he locate it? That's the biggest difference. When he's got that fastball, curveball, also mixes in a changeup every now and then. See, here's a curveball coming here again. He kind of tips his pitch a little bit, as that's going to be Fandetti over to Sara for the second out. So just like that, 5 pitches, 2 outs. Ionetta's going to have to worry about that a little bit, because as a hitter, you can see him mess around in his glove. You know the breaking ball is going to come. Let's see if he does it again. Here it is. So 1-0, curveball is not located to Strong, who flew out to Ouellette in center field his first time up. 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be popped. Ouellette takes 2 steps back, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. Ouellette throws it into Hatfield. Runner's going to remain at first base, but this is going to be the second runner on for Stoneham. 2 outs in the inning, and here's Melanson, who popped up to shortstop his first time up, and Ionetta's going to have to go from the stretch. Pickoff attempt, gets back in time. Throw's going to be a little bit high, so Sara can't even apply a tag. First pitch, Melanson is just going to be inside. Thought it was close, however, that's going to be registered as a ball. Gets the sign from Cook, looks on, takes a breath, throws. That's going to be inside as well. So 2-0 in the count. After starting out very strong in this inning, Ionetta having a tough time with the location in this at-bat to Melanson. And that's going to be outside as well. So 3-0, 3 straight balls. Missed twice inside. The last one was outside. See if Melanson's got the green light. He does not. That's going to be a strike. So 3-1 is the count. Stoneham 1, Watertown 0. You're going to have Strong at first base. That one's going to be popped up. Going to be out of play. So Ionetta battling back now. Full count. To Melanson. The 3-2 pitch. Curveball. Strike 3. Got him. Great location. Was absolutely phenomenal with that curveball in the top of the third inning. 2 strikeouts registered. Let's watch it again. Just drops off the table. High outside. Good pitch. Good luck trying to hit that one. So that's big strikeout for Ionetta. Watertown gets out of the inning. We'll be right back for the bottom of the third. We'll see if the Raiders can get the bats going. It's Raiders baseball on WCA TV. Here we are, bottom of the third inning. It's going to be Hatfield, McDermott, and Fendetti. 6 Raiders have come up to the plate, and 6 outs have been registered. Banforth, that one's going to be popped up. Melancon's going to get underneath it, makes the catch. So another quick out as Hatfield flies out to second base. So that's going to be 7 for 7 as Banforth has been working quickly and effectively against Watertown. Already has 5 strikeouts. First pitch is going to be low and away to Nick McDermott, who's playing left field tonight. Usually plays third base or second base. Now he's going to get a chance in the outfield. That one's going to be popped up. Over to the shortstop, throws over, makes the throw in time. Had a perfect hop, able to just exchange to the throwing hand, gun it over the first base, beat McDermott by about 2 steps. So that's going to be the second out, and it's another quick out for Banforth. Not sure if he's trying to get home in time for Game 7 of the Boston Bruins, but he's working very quickly. Bunt, that's going to be popped up. Up to Banforth, throws to first base, gets the out. So another very, very fast inning for Stoneham as Watertown sends 3 up, and 3 were registered as outs. So Banforth has not allowed a runner on base. He has a perfect game going right now. We'll be right back for the top of the 4th inning. Pitchers battle here at Victory Field. Don't want to go anywhere. And we're back at Victory Field. Excuse me, I was surprised by the sun coming out. We have a little sunlight coming in here. That pitch is going to be popped up. Top of the 4th inning. Close game here at Victory Field. Stoneham 1, Watertown 0. Pitchers duel going on here. Inetta has had to work a lot harder than Banforth has. However, 1 run has been registered. That last inning, struck out 2 with the curveball, was really having a good time locating. Mechanics were sound. Rotation was great. And Stoneham had a tough time locating. That pitch is going to be outside. So 2 balls, 1 strike. It's going to be Nardone, Banforth, who tripled his first time up, and Gil Martin. And that pitch is going to be high. So 3-1 is the count. Inetta getting behind Nardone, who flew out to center field his first time up. Gets a sign for Cook. 3-1 pitch. That's going to be outside. So ball 4. So an early base runner here for Stoneham. And here's Banforth, who has had a pretty great game so far on the mound, has been dominant and had a stand-up triple, scored the only run for Stoneham, as that first pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Ouellette standing a couple paces back at center field. It looked like that might have been a pitch out. However, the runner did not go. So even count at 1-1. Inetta picking up the pace. Curveball. And that was just ugly coming out of his hand. Another curveball is outside. It's 2-1. Excuse me, correction, 3-1. Having trouble finding and locating pitches here. You want to make Stoneham earn it. You don't want to give them free base runners. Iannetta working kind of quickly, and that's going to be ball 4. So back-to-back walks. Runners on first and second. No outs in the inning. And here's Conway, the designated hitter. He popped up to Ruben Sara at first base, his first time up. Barn attempt, and that's going to be laid down nice. Thrown over to Sara. Did he get him in time? He did. Great play by DeRocher. Had to really run 3-4 steps, catch that on the run, and throw it over. It was a pretty effective bunt there by Conway. You want to put it on the left side of the field, so therefore your runners can advance and also give yourself a chance to try to get a run. So good effective baseball. Runners on second and third, 2 runners in scoring position. Here's Gil Martin. First pitch is going to be high. He singled his first time up, playing right field tonight. So Nardone's at third, Banforth is at second. The 1-0 pitch is going to be high, so 2-0. Iannetta getting behind every single batter besides Conway, who on his first chance laid down a good bunt. 2-0 pitch, that's going to be blown away. 3 balls, no strikes. Cook's going to have to come out to the mound to have a chat with Iannetta. Don't know if his arm's tired. There are no pitchers warming up in the bullpen. It's just having a tough time locating pitches. And they've really been kind of sporadic. They've been, if you had a spray chart of all the pitches, they've thrown high, away, inside, just having a tough time finding the plate when he was so strong in the top of the third inning. 3-1 pitch, that's in there for a strike. So 3-1 now is your count to Gil Martin, followed by Azzarello and McNamara. 3-1 pitch, and that's going to be fouled. Fouled back off Gil Martin's right leg. Got a little excited with that. I got fouled. I just didn't paint the picture like I'm supposed to do. Sorry, allergies are getting the better of me here. So full count now. Iannetta battling back. 3-2 pitch. It's going to be low and away. Ball gets by Cook. Runner's coming to the plate, and he's going to score. So on top of having a walk, a run's going to come in off the pass ball. Unfortunate sequence here from Chris Iannetta. As you can see, he's going to just get in there easy. Beats the throw. And Watertown pretty much just gave that run to Stoneham, as Nardone was walked and advanced on the bunt and eventually scored. That one's going to be popped up. Olet gets underneath it. Runner's going to tag, throw in, and Sara's not going to make the throw home. So 2 runs are going to score for Stoneham. And there's still an out left. So runners at first base. And here's Azzarello playing left field, flew out to right field his last time up. And that pitch is going to be low. Actually, correction, this is McNamara. .1-0 pitch, that's going to be in there for a strike. So Iannetta started off the inning by walking 2 batters. Conway forced a bunt on the left field line. That advanced runners to second and third base. Pass ball. Let Nardone score. And then Azzarello with the sacrifice fly drove in the second run this inning. That pitch blew it by him. Fastball. So even count now at 2-2. Iannetta looking to get out of the inning. 2-2 pitch. Curveball down to low, down to Wake. Runner's going to advance to second base. Cook having a tough time with those low fastballs. That's going to be the second pass ball. So Stoneham gets the third runner in scoring position in this inning, and they're looking to add on to the lead. Iannetta trying to get out, having a lot of troubles with location. 3-2 pitch, and that's going to be fouled off. It was an inside fastball. As you can see, that McNamara actually took a step to the right because it was so close in on him. Still swung anyway. But Iannetta, if he can locate that fastball, throw the curveball down and away, he's very dangerous. Hasn't been able to locate either in the top of the fourth inning, and that's going to be a strike 3, but not before the damage has been done. Stoneham tallies on 2 runs off a pass ball and a sacrifice fly. We'll be right back after this. The Raiders need to get something going offensively if they want to get back in this game. It's Raiders Baseball on WCA-TV. We're back, bottom of the fourth inning. Watertown really needs to do something offensively. Banforth has pitched 3 perfect innings. That pitch is going to be fouled back. 5 strikeouts, no walks. Has a perfect game going right now. And top of the lineup for Watertown is that curveball is in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Ruben Sara. Banforth loves to work quickly. Fastball, curveball combo has really found its groove. 0-2 pitch, and that's going to be fouled back. So it will be Ruben Sara, Iannetta, and Olette getting their second look at Banforth. 0-2 pitch, curveball, strike 3. 6th strikeout of the day for Banforth. Actually, I spoke too soon. That's going to be outside. That's what happens when you look at the monitor instead of looking at the game. That's actually going to be an outside umpire, not really giving me much help over here. So even count at 2-2. Location was good on the last 2 pitches, just a little outside. And that was going to be fouled back to Banforth. Tries to get to it, can't. And that's going to be safe. So the no-hitter and the perfect game are through. Ruben Sara gets a little bit of luck here as that he fouls one. Hits it over the head of Banforth, can't get to it. And McNamara and Melanson are so far back. The throw can't come in time. Melanson did a good job. As the pickoff attempt gets back just in time. But you saw McNamara and Melanson did a really good job of making up for lost ground, but just Sara too fast, able to get the infield hit. So first base runner for Watertown as that pitch is going to be high. So 1-0. 3-0 game, another pickoff attempt, and that one was closer. Melanson looking on to Gorman. Fastball in there for a strike. Foul tipped. Still caught by Gorman. So even count at 1-1. One pitch, curveball. And that should be it. Strike 3. So that one, just want to confirm, that one strike 3. We got that one correct. Iannetta Goes down off a nasty curveball. Just completely fooled him. It's a very tough pitch to hit. So Sara's at first base, 1 out in the inning. So that is going to be the 6th strikeouts. Banforth going to have a quick chat with Gorman. They probably got their signs mixed up. So here's Darmody, or excuse me, here's Ouellette. Struck out his first time up off a curveball. Questionable call. Banforth got the benefit of the doubt. Another pickoff attempt. They're really worrying about Ruben Sara at first base, trying to keep him honest. He's taking a very healthy 3-step lead. Runner's going to go. Throw is not going to be there. So Sara advances to second base, the first runner in scoring position for Watertown. Banforth was worried about that the entire time. Great jump by Sara, who was taking about a 3.5 step lead. Curveball. Ugly swing by Ouellette there. So no balls, 2 strikes. Looked like that might have been actually a slider, the way it dropped off the table like that. So 0-2. And make it 0-3. Strike 3. Ouellette strikes out for the 2nd time today. Let's watch it again. It was just a high curveball. Dropped into the zone. It's a good pitch to throw 0-2. You want to have a waste pitch there, but something that's close enough to get someone to swing. Here's Darmody as the slider gets away from him. So really mixing up, going to the slider in the bottom of the 4th inning. I've thrown it a couple times. Fastball popped up. Gonna make a loud thud and bounce all the way into the stand. So that's gonna be out of play. So even count. To Darmody, who was a strikeout victim in the top of the 2nd inning. 1-1 pitch. Slider again. And that's going to be outside. So 2-1. George Darmody. Two-1 pitch is popped up. McNamara is going to try to get there, and that's going to be out of play. Bounces off the dugout and behind the field. So 2-2 is the count. Watertown trying to make Banforth work a little bit. Definitely the longest inning he's had to do today. 2-2 pitch. Fastball is high, so full count now. Good plate discipline by Darmody. Banforth looking on. 3-2 pitch, and that's going to be outside. So first walk of the game. And Watertown could have something going here. Runners at first and second for Brendan Cook, the catcher, who struck out his first time up. So big at-bat here from Brendan Cook. Watertown in a 3-run deficit. That pitch, fastball. Good velocity. Cook was about a second late on that one. Sara's at second base. Darmody's at first. Second pitch, curveball. Got him chasing. What a pitch. So you're definitely seeing some electric stuff here from Banforth. Watertown having a tough time getting the bat on the ball. 0-2 count. Strike 3. Got him. So Watertown gets runners on first and second, but Brendan Cook strikes out. So no damage done. Watertown strands 2. We'll be right back. Top of the 5th inning. Stoneham with a 3-run lead. It's Raiders baseball on WCA TV. And here we are, top of the 5th inning. Stoneham 3, Watertown 0. Top of the lineup for Stoneham, Strong, Melanson, and Gorman. Ionetta still in the game. Got out of a jam in the top of the 3rd inning. However, top of the 4th, Stoneham able to get 2 runs in. As that 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. Change up. Good location for it. Ionetta, location-wise, was very sporadic in the top of the top of the 4th inning. Walked the first 2 batters. Conway laid down a bunt. Gil Martin was able to get by. Azararo had a sacrifice fly to center field, and 2 runs were able to come home. Location still a problem. That's 3-1 in the count. So Strong is 1 for 2 on the day with a single. 3-1 pitch in there for a strike. Good pitch by Ionetta. Full count now. Strong's got to protect the play. Will be swinging at anything close. 3-2 pitch. That's going to be fouled up. Up to Hatfield. Throws over to Sara. Did he get it in time? He did. Strong was hustling down the line. And it's a good throw by Hatfield. Let's watch it again. Very close. Just beat the throw. So that's going to be recorded as a 6-3 play. That pitch is going to be in there for a strike. All 3 runs were earned runs for Ionetta, but overall has had a pretty decent performance. Just had a tough time with control in the top of the 4th. He does have 3 strikeouts on the day and only 2 walks. That one's going to be hit. Up to Hatfield. Gets a clean hop. Throws it over to Sara. High throw is going to be over the outstretched arm of Sara. Good job by Cook backing up first base. But that's a routine play. Got to make that throw. You see Hatfield gets a clean hop too. Deep at short. So he tries to muscle it. And it's just going to be way too high for Sara. Cook hustling down to back up first base. Gets it off the bounce. That one's going to be popped up to up to McDermott. Throws it over. And that's going to be an out. It's actually a correction. DeRocher's at third base. So DeRocher's made a couple good plays at third. Charged that one, able to get the out. So 2 outs in the inning. Runners at second base, though. And here's Nardone, 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a run scored. That one's going to be fouled back. Only time Ionetta has really had trouble is from the stretch. Curveball in there for a strike. Good pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position. Ionetta trying to get out of a jam here. 0-2 pitch. That one's going to be popped up. Cook was setting for the outside fastball. Ionetta threw it inside. And that one's fouled back. Ionetta gets a sign from Cook. Curveball's popped up and out of play. Interesting that he would go to the curveball there. We have seen Cook and Ionetta not able to link up. Pass ball, score a run. You don't want the runner to advance to third base. Fastball way out of the zone. So 1-2 is the count. Melanson's at second base. Nardone's up at the plate. 1-2 pitch. That one's going to be hit. Up to Hatfield. Charges it. Throws to Sara. Gets him in time. So that's going to be the third out. Hatfield makes 2 plays, did have an error, but however, Watertown able to get out of the inning without allowing a run. They're going to really need to get to Banforth if they want to try to get back into this game. Bottom of the 5th inning, this game is moving very quickly. Don't want to go anywhere. It's Raiders baseball on WCA TV. And we're back, bottom of the 5th inning. It will be McCall, Hatfield, and McDermott. Watertown did break up the no-hitter / perfect game for Banforth. And that one's going to be popped up, and that's going to be caught by Melanson. So another very quick out for Watertown. Trying to be aggressive at the plate. Swinging at a lot of first pitch fastballs. As that one's in there for a strike. And I don't blame them because that curveball and slider combo has been very dangerous, very tough to hit. As you can see, another breaking ball here. And that's going to be in there for a strike. I'm not even going to acknowledge that I was wrong. I'm just going to proceed. So no 0-2 count. And that's 0-3 strikeouts. So 3 pitches, 3 strikes. And it's another strikeout for Banforth, who's just absolutely cruising. 9 strikeouts on the day. No walks, and it does have 1 hit allowed. That curveball dropped right off the table. So McDermott swings at the first pitch. He hasn't really put any curveballs that have been hittable. They've all been out of the zone, away, trying to get guys to chase, especially with that slider because his fastball has a little bit of a tail on it. So you throw that slider, it can just run away from you. 1-1 pitch, fastball. That's going to be in there for a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Banforth working very quickly. 2 outs already in the inning. And make it 3. Drop third strike. Tags McDermott, excuse me. So 3 up, 3 down for Stoneham. An incredibly quick inning. We'll be right back. Top of the 6th inning. Excuse me, bottom of the 5th inning. Watertown trailing 3-0. And we're back for the top of the 6th. Glad I got that under control. Top of the 6th inning here at Victory Field. Pitchers battle going on. Watertown trails 3-0. They have just absolutely been shut down offensively. While Chris Iannetta doing his part on the mound to keep Watertown in the game, as that first pitch is going to be high. So here's Banforth, who's 1 for 1 on the day with a triple and a walk and a run scored. That one's going to be hit. Hatfield falls down. However, McDermott was there to make the catch. I think McDermott called off Hatfield, and he just kind of jumped to the ground to get out of the way. And in that situation, the outfielder does have the right to call off the infielder, because it's a lot easier to make a catch running in on something than it is to be running back. So it could have been a situation where Hatfield just tried to duck out of the way, but another quick out for Iannetta. Curveball is out of the zone. You can see just mechanics were a little off on that one. Didn't fall through. Arm was on the way wide to the right, and that led to that off location. That one's going to be in there for a strike, so it goes back with the fastball. So even count at 1-1. Gets the sign from Cook. 1-1 pitch. That one's going to be foul back. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Conway, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to first base and then grounded out to shortstop. That pitch is going to be in there. Strike 3. Great curveball location. Completely fooled him. Let's watch it again. Just curveball on the outside corner, outside black. Completely froze Conway. And that's the 3rd strikeout for Iannetta. First pitch, foul right. That's going to be out of play. So no balls, 1 strike here to Gil Martin, who's 2 for 2 on the day. 0-1 pitch, curveball, got him. So curveball is definitely finding its way home here in this inning. So 0-2, Iannetta picking up the pace, trying to work quickly. 0-2 pitch, curveball again. Looked close, not going to get the benefit of the doubt. So 1-2 pitch here. Went curve. Wonder if he's going to go with the fastball, try to throw it off. He doesn't go with the curve again. So 4 straight off-speed breaking balls here for Iannetta. Two and 2. You probably want to go with your best pitch. Goes the curve again. Strike 3. Froze him. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the top of the 6th inning. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 6th. Stoneham 3, Watertown 0. It's Raiders baseball on WCA TV. We're back, bottom of the 6th inning. Stoneham 3, Watertown 0. This has been a very, very fast game. Pitchers duel back and forth. And Banforth has been absolutely dominant for Stoneham. Only allowed 1 hit. That pitch is going to be fouled off. Only has allowed 1 hit so far in this game. 9 strikeouts. No walks. 0-1 pitch, that's going to be outside. So even count at 1-1. Fastball, slider, curve. And that one's going to be out of the zone. So 2-1 is the count to Ben Fendetti. It's only second time up. He's 0 for 1 in the day. That one's going to be hit. And that's going to fall in there for a base hit. Fendetti, inside fastball, able to just muscle his way through that swing. He was late to it, so he just went with the ball, and that's going to be an opening base hit for Watertown as they're going to try to get something going in the bottom of the 6th inning. Top of the lineup here, Ruben Sara, Chris Ionetta, and David Olette. That one's going to be popped up and out of play. Lands behind the stands off the pavement. As you saw, it took a bounce and appeared right back into our pitcher. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. So 0-2. Whenever Watertown gets a runner on, gets a hit, Banforth does his best to really slow that pace down. The pickoff attempt gets there in time. As you can see, you get a runner on. Next time, he's going fastball, trying to locate it, get behind the batter at the plate, and try to stunt that momentum. So 0-2 to Ruben Sara. Strike 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 10 strikeouts on the day. Ruben Sara having himself a tough night. He does have one of 2 hits for Watertown. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Here's Ionetta, who's 0 for 2. Curveball, that's going to be in there for a strike. Looked like it might have been a little bit on the outside corner, but when you throw that many strikes, umpire's going to give you 1 or 2. Ionetta 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out the center field his first time up, struck out his second time up. That one's going to be outside, so even at 1-1. Fendetti does have a little bit of speed, but got to be careful. Banforth does have a very quick pickoff attempt. 1-1 pitch to the captain. That's in there for a strike. Big swing and big miss for Ionetta, who's doing his best at the mound. Let's see if he can try to help himself. Runner at first base. 1-2 count. Payoff pitch. And that's going to be foul. Ionetta fouled it off his right ankle. So that's automatically a dead ball. Banforth looks into Gorman, gets a sign. Payoff pitch. Fouled back. Good at bat by Ionetta. Banforth started out with a fastball, then he went to a curve, and then it's been all fastball since. Watch out for that breaking ball here. And he throws it, and that's going to be a wild pitch. Gets behind Gorman. Runner's going to advance to second base. One of the dangers of throwing that breaking ball sometimes and get away from you, you have that much spin that just literally hit a pad and bounced straight up. Nothing Gorman can do. So pass ball. And that's strike 3. It's just when Watertown's hoping to get something going. Let's watch it again. Just comes in with a fastball. Good job of framing that by Gorman. Outside black. Close enough, he's going to get it. So here's David Olette, runner at second base. Curveball drops in there for a strike. So 0-1. Banforth really able to locate all 3 pitches, making life very difficult for Watertown. Olette's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts on the day. That one's going to be fouled out. So he gets behind in the count. Watertown doesn't really have time to establish himself at the plate. Banforth looks on. No balls, 2 strikes. And that's the 3rd strikeout on Olette, having a tough night. 2nd strikeout. Actually, that's the 3rd strikeout on the row. He strikes out the side. Banforth just working out as fast as he can. And just like that, Watertown Top of the 7th. This game is moving by at an electric pace. Don't want to go anywhere. Let's see if Ionetta can finish this game off strong. And Watertown's got to try to get something going offensively. Top of the 7th inning. Don't want to go anywhere. It's Raiders Baseball on WCA TV. And we're back, top of the 7th inning. First pitch, Vendetti over the Sara. We do have a new pitcher. So that's why everybody, when Tony Romo's able to predict things at CBS and they go his way, you really got to pay attention to that. Because I just do not have that talent. So Christopher Hatfield, playing shortstop, will go to the pitcher's mound. Ionetta's day on the mound is done. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. Good day overall for Ionetta, but they do trail 3-0. Hatfield winds up, throws. That one's going to be outside. So Watertown going to the bullpen as Ionetta will take the field for Watertown. That one's going to be fouled back. So it looks like Ionetta will just trade places with Hatfield as he will be at shortstop. 1-1 pitch. That one's going to be fouled back. So we're also going to have a pinch hitter as well as Ryan O'Grady will come in for Azzarello. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hatfield gets the sign from Cook. Going from the full windup. The payoff pitch is going to be high. So even count now at 2-2. So Grady will be playing left field. So both changes at this plate appearance right now. Brendan Cook telling Hatfield to kind of calm down a little bit. So full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch is going to be inside. Ball 4. O'Grady will go to first base. And that's the first base runner this inning for Stoneham. So here's Strong, 0 for 2 on the day. Hatfield throws. That one's going to be outside. 1-0 pitch. Hatfield looks on, gets a sign from Cook, checks first base. 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be high. Pickoff attempt. Did he get back in time? He certainly did. Good throw by Cook. O'Grady just read that one pretty well. They only had about a 2.5 step lead. Let's see if he gets aggressive now. Staying at about 2.5. Hatfield throws. That one's going to be in there for a strike. Much needed as he almost fell down through his windup on the mound. So 2-1 is the count. That one's going to be hit. That's going to land into the gap. Oulette's at center. Runs over it. Gets to it. Throws to the relay. One run's going to score. And that's another stand-up triple. So Stoneham just adding some insurance runs. As Strong gets his first hit of the day. O'Grady will come around to score. And it's 4-0 Stoneham. It's been one of the biggest problems for Watertown is they just don't really have much of a bullpen as that pitch is in there for a strike. Manukian doesn't want to go and use Oulette or one of the other guys he has in the starting rotation because it's 3-0 right now as that pitch is outside. Watertown hasn't really got to Banforth all night long, so he's going to try to go to one of his relievers, try to spare some arms, see if they can get some offensive going, and they allow a run. That one's going to be hit. Throws over the first, gets it, but another run's going to score. So 5-0 now. Bases are cleared. 2 outs in the inning. Hatfield allows 2 earned. And this game has been blown open a little bit. Iannetta did his part trying to keep them in the game. 6 innings, only allowed 3 earned runs. Hatfield having a tough time. After having a pretty good day at shortstop, did have a throwing error, but that did not come back to register as a run, as that pitch is going to be outside. But he had made a couple nice plays, nice throws at short. But his luck has not continued on the mound. That pitch is going to be popped up. Iannetta gets underneath it, makes the catch, 3rd out of the inning, not before Stoneham adds on 2 more runs. 5-0. Stoneham leads Watertown. Watertown has 3 outs left to get back in this game. We'll be right back after this. Bottom of the 7th inning, the last chance for the Raiders. Bottom of the 7th inning here. Watertown, 3 outs left in this ball game. Nick Banforth has thrown an absolute gem. 11 strikeouts, 2 hits allowed, no walks. Darmody swings at the first pitch. And that one's going to be fouled back. Sun finally peeping its head out. Turning into a pretty nice evening. It was overcast for about the first 4 or 5 innings of this game. However, sun finally showing its face. So Banforth has just been absolutely dominant. Watertown, 23 strikeouts in the last 2 games as that curveball has just swung on and missed. So they're having a tough time putting the bat on the ball. And that has led to a 13-0 deficit they've faced the last 2 games as that pitch is going to be outside. Curveball just missed on that one. He's dialed in. So after allowing Fandetti to get on, as that pitch is going to be high as well. 3 straight strikeouts for Banforth. 2-2 count to Darmody, and that's going to be the 12th strikeout of the night for Banforth. Just a fastball, gets the high kick inside on Darmody. 2-2 pitch is really what you want to throw your best stuff, but also someplace where it's not easily hit. That one's in there for a strike. So here's Cook. Banforth still has plenty of velocity into the bottom of the 7th. 0-1 pitch. That's going to be outside fastball. So even count at 1-1. So 12 strikeouts on the day. 2 hits allowed. And correction, he does have a walk. But going into the 4th inning, had a perfect game going before Darmody got an infield single. That one's going to be popped back. So even count at 2-2. Watertown has 2 outs left in this game. Unless they find their offense, looks like they're probably going to drop below 400. Is that pitch? Did he go? He did not. So they'll fall to 3-4 on the year. Three-two pitch, strike 3. So that's 5 straight strikeouts for Banforth. Just outside fastball. That's tough to hit. Has a little bit of a tail too. So here's McCall. As that one's in there for a strike. Banforth is just absolutely cruising. That one's in there for a strike as well. So 0-2. Banforth looking to close out the game. And he does. And now he does. 3 straight strikeouts, 6 strikeouts in a row for Banforth, as I got a little overzealous on the inside fastball. Thought the umpire gave him the strike 3 call because he's not consistent with it, but he did not. But that one swung on, no doubt about it. So just an absolutely dominant performance. Nick Banforth, 14 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 hits allowed, no earned runs. Watertown falls to 3-4 on the season. 5-0 defeat. They've just really struggled offensively. 26 strikeouts in the last 2 games. They're going to really need to try to find something going offensively, but that's going to do it. You don't want to go anywhere, as we do have girls lacrosse following this game. We have a doubleheader, but for Steve Riccardi, Mark Aiello, Ashley Hardy, Samantha Dudley, Andrea Santapietro, Dan Hogan, John Woodwin, want to thank you guys so much for watching Watertown Cable Access. Raiders fall to Stoneham 5-0. We'll see you next game.